The weather this time of year in the South, perfect. Fall football weather, and we've got the roof wide open here at Mercedes-Benz Stadium in the heart of Georgia. Today we've got a Week 5 matchup in store here, as it'll be the Houston Texans taking on the Atlanta Falcons. The first quarter of the season already in the rearview mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And they're going to have terrific field position as they finally get to him, but just shy of the midfield stripe.
In the course of the game, we focus on the offense and the defense, and we give lip service to the special teams. It's way bigger than that. The third phase of any football team, and special teams provided the spark to begin this game.
Ready.
Ritter looking to put it up right away. That's complete to DK Metcalf. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. A good start offensively. 15 yards on the game's initial play. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Striker, 3-3. Hut.
Here's the 8th overall pick from Texas. It's Bijan Robinson. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. The Falcons at 3-1 here through the first 4 games. And they come in off a disappointment last time out. That put an end to their modest 3-game win streak.
And it always hurts when you lose a tight game, as they did a week ago. I think each player starts thinking to himself, if I could have played better one play here, one play there, maybe it could have changed this team's fortunes. But it absolutely illustrates how important it is to play a complete game if you want to win in the NFL. So many times we've seen him try to escape the pocket and do something with his legs, but in this case, the pressure was too intense, and he made the wise choice to just get rid of the football and make sure no one was going to get it.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's going to have the Falcons first down by a couple of yards as they're able to get 4 there on 3rd and 2. First down, here's Ritter. They're unable to connect, but a late flag comes in. And the contact may have come too early. So a costly penalty yardage-wise, as that'll move the football down to the spot of the foul.
And what the officials are looking for in these situations, whether you're playing the man or the ball. And if you're playing the man, you get a lot less leeway in terms of what's going to happen at the end of the play. But if you're looking for the football,
and he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Bijan Robinson, his 8th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Falcons will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. From his end zone, here's Darius Davis. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
Okay, break.
Now a first down throw, Cunningham. He completes this to Walker. So the completion gets him just a yard, and it's 2nd down. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
On 2nd down, here's a keeper by the QB. QB. And holding it may be the wrong decision as he stopped in the backfield. Now Cunningham. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
That was their first third down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key third down throws.
Fielded just inside the 30. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And just 2 series in here, Charles, but everything's gone to script so far. They got a touchdown on their first drive. Their defense holds, and now they've got a chance to take a 2-score lead.
And to co-sign with you, exactly the start they scripted up. And really, that kind of start, that can set the tone for the game for them.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Hey, look at the defense for these Texans. And they come into this one down at the 27th position in the league, Charles, against the run.
And this group talks all the time about wanting to be better, getting stronger against the run. And to me, it all starts up front. You've got to win the line of scrimmage in order to play against the run very well.
Slide 2. Ready.
Ritter throwing on 3rd down. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A good pickup there at 22. On 1st down, Ritter. He completes it to Julio Jones. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards. Off the play fake, it's Ritter. Rolling to his left. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
On 2nd down, Ritter. And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown. DK Metcalf, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Falcons are off to a 13-0 first quarter lead. Koo able to connect on the extra point. And that'll make the score 14-0. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on 1st down. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That play doomed from the start thanks to the defensive effort of Grady Jarrett.
Last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Play action. It's Ryan. Short throw into the hands of Jordan. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. The catch and run, good for 18 and a 1st down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's second down and 1. Sticking with Walker on second down. There he goes, left side. Touchdown, Houston. Kenneth Walker, 53 yards. And the Texans are back within a score. They were already down 2 scores early. They needed something to try to stem that tide, and that certainly qualifies. A big play to get them in the end zone.
It qualifies indeed because, let's face it, they don't get something done on this drive, turn it back over, this game could be 88 and out the gate early.
What? 88 and out the gate?
Yeah.
What's that?
Well, listen, I used to hear my old man talk about it. Usually meant that thing's done.
Well, now that they got the touchdown, it's not 88 and out the gate. We still got a good game going ahead of us. Fairbairn now to kick this one away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
Ready, break.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. Well, this offense looks like they have a little extra pep in their step as they take the field here for drive number 3. Because remember, Charles, drives 1 and 2 both ended in the end zone.
Yeah, right now they've just got to be careful not to lean into overconfidence because every drive has a life of its own. But I like the way that they've started, the way that they're going about doing things right now. They've got a chance for that 3rd consecutive touchdown, and that would be a crushing blow to the defense.
And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Blaster, 6.
Ritter now on second down. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
Well, that one was all about the defender making life difficult for the receiver. Very tough for a guy to hold on to the football through all that contact. He ends up forcing the incompletion.
Ready.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down.
Set,
On 3rd down, Robinson. And he's going to be taken down at the 39, clearly short of the front. Yards. It's a gain of 5, but it'll lead to a 4th down.
A gain of 5. It's 4th down.
Ready up. Trouble, 38. Claws red. White, white. Ready.
Ritter looking to throw here on 4th. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Falcons 1st down, it would appear. Yes, he does by a full yard. They get the conversion on 4th and 2. 2 minutes gone by, 2nd quarter.
5, 97. Smash, red. Ready.
Ritter on 1st and 10. That's out wide here for Robinson. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
Ready. Shot, 17. Ready.
Ritter with it after the play fake. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Touchdown. Mac Hollins, 35 yards. And the Falcons go up by 2 touchdowns. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And it's now 21-7. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
The Texans take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've got to be pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, play at the same tempo and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes. Got it here at the 29 on 2nd and 8. Now Ryan. Throw out wide to Walker. Only able to gain a couple there. And now 3rd down and 6 to go. Well, looks like they'll move things around here. Off the play fake. Here's Ryan. Well, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line.
Here we go. Here we go. Striker, 3-3, Fury, yellow. 6, Mega.
Now Ritter to throw on 1st down. Short throw caught by Pitts. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Here's a 2nd and 5.
Seal, black. Ready, ready.
Ritter now. Going for Kyle Pitts again. He's got him again. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. On play action, here's Ritter. Touchdown, Falcons! Kyle Pitts from 19 yards away. And the Falcons have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, I have to admit, I'm scratching my head a little bit here trying to make sense of what I just saw. Number 1, huge lead. Just kick the extra point and be done with it. Number 2, if you are going to go for 2, just line up and go for it from the 2-yard line. Why make it so difficult? That's a long way to go to try and pick up some points.
And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
As long as you go through your proper reads and progressions, the drag route can be one of those old reliable plays because usually it's good for a good chunk of yardage as we just saw there.
And those guys like it, right? They can get the ball with a full head of steam.
Especially against man coverage, because man coverage, they're typically running away from someone and not worried about traffic coming out on the other end.
And this will be a Texans 1st down as he's got this up to the 35-yard line.
It's a gain of 6.
Back to Walker on 1st down. And he'll work this back to right around the line of scrimmage and surrender there. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. Now a 2nd and 10. Ryan. This one to the former Robbie Anderson, now Robbie Chosen. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. Play action. Ryan. That's caught by Chosen. And he's brought down. 13 yards as they've got the connection working. His 2nd catch in a row, 1st down. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. So this will be spotted on the midfield logo. It's a 58-yard attempt. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Texans down on the scoreboard, but they do get the first crack here as we are back underway in the second half. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Well, they look up at the scoreboard facing that deficit. A 3-score game, Charles, but look, there's plenty of time to go here. The old football cliche that comes to my mind is you can't get it all back at once. They probably need something, though, out of this drive, at least 3 points.
Are you trying to say that there's no 3-score drive on that play sheet for any of those coordinators? They just don't have it, right? You're trying to get it all back. You know you can't get it back in one drive, but maybe cut into it a little bit as you just suggested. Try and create a little bit of momentum, a little bit of a spark, and then maybe that'll carry over.
Setting up the screen here. This is Walker. Only a yard there. Sniffed out well defensively, and it brings up 3rd. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. On 3rd down, Ryan. And it is caught. And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
They run the option here on 1st and 10. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 10 more there and another first down. Pretty ideal right there. Keep it yourself, get the first down, and get the heck out of bounds.
And knowing him, I believe he's thinking, I can get a few more yards if I just lower my shoulder. But he also hears that second voice in his head. His head coach and probably his agent, too, saying, get out of bounds, man. Don't do that.
Walker now on 1st and 10. And a strong run that time as he's across midfield and down to the 43. 75 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 43. Walker with another carry. And down to the 36-yard line here. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
To the left side and taken in by Chosen. They'll wind up getting just a yard out of it. And now 2 yards to go on 3rd down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
They'll try for the first with Walker. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. A third down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on third down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. On 1st and 10, it's Ryan. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Jordan. Touchdown, Texans. Brevin Jordan, 32 yards. And the Texans get a bit closer. That's the score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Set, hut.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead. It's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
You can say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime, then sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points.
First down, here's Ritter. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And it is caught at the 10-yard line. It's a big play there for Atlanta. 45 yards. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. Here's Ritter. Oh, a first mistake for him in the ball game as it's intercepted. Picked off by Christian Harris. And the Texans are going to take over once again, and they'll have it at their own 8-yard line. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
On second down, here's Ryan. Looking here for Smith downfield. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. Down the right sideline. Touchdown, Houston. Jeff Smith, 95 yards. And the Texans are able to get a score back in the final stages of this third quarter. So from back deep in their own territory all the way into the end zone, you think they expected to score on that one?
I'm not sure they expected to score, but they also showed that they're not averse to taking a little bit of a risk there, right? Taking a chance, because the normal call is take care of the football,
Be safe.
Be safe. Instead, they put it in the air and took a gamble, and it paid off in a big way. That wasn't an analytics call. That wasn't a fantasy guy's call. That was like a video game call right there.
It was a little bit of a video game call, but it worked. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Still enjoying the lead here in the third quarter despite their defense giving up that last touchdown. Now they'll see if they can get the equalizer here on this drive. Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. Second down and a run by Robinson. And he'll be taken down after a decent gain, and that will bring us to the end of this third quarter of play. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we played 3 quarters. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
go now.
The Falcons on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Back to throw, Ritter. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. Here's Bradley Pinion now, as he's on a punt for the first time this afternoon. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. Returnable here for Davis. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. And that'll be a return of 12 following a very nice punt. And the Texans will take over. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And you sense the tide turning. They scored, then their defense forced the punt, and now a chance to ultimately take the lead here late. Now Ryan on first down. And he wisely will throw that one away. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his second incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit. A lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
And they approach this drive with a lot of confidence after the last one ended up as a touchdown. The incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
They go play action now. Ryan. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
How about the coverage we just saw break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They'll try and throw for it with Ryan. Pass taken. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Falcons grab him. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. No question that one stings a little extra because he had that first down. It would have been a 4th down conversion.
Love the effort. Love the maneuverability. Don't like the fact that he didn't bring the ball with him. And now it's going to go in the other direction.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. They'll be hoping to work a little clock and try to add on to this slim 4th quarter lead. But whatever happens on this drive, certainly a huge fumble recovery by their defense at this juncture. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Black shot. Ready.
Ritter back to throw. And he's got his man on the out route. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
Let's go.
3rd down and 1.
560. Ready?
Off the play fake, it's Ritter. Oh, wide open, complete. Touchdown, Falcons. Julio Jones, 57 yards. And the Falcons use the big play to extend their 4th quarter lead. Koo able to connect on the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the fourth quarter. This drive becomes very critical. And Ryan's throw there taken in by Smith. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards.
Well, every drive from here out is definitely crucial and critical. They know that they need to get at least 3 here to get it back to a one-score game. But I can't imagine that in their huddle that they're thinking at all about getting a field goal. They want to get into the end zone and then try and get the ball back again.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Going for the knockout blow right there. I think if I'm up 2 scores, I'd be worried about an interception, but playing this way is what got them this lead. So you may as well ride it out to the end.
Here's 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, it's Ryan. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
Nowadays, quarterbacks don't mind throwing in the covers because of the confidence they have in their receivers to come down with the ball. But sometimes you have to be careful you don't get too confident and throw an interception.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Ryan will throw again. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 37.
26 yards. First down.
Ryan. There goes a deep ball. End zone. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. Jeff Smith with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Texans have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. On for the PAT, Kaimi Fairbairn. And the lead is down to a field goal now.
Next the score, Falcons 34, Texans 31. Kaimi Fairbairn to kick off for Houston.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all of their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to... gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you got another thing coming.
Yeah, and by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. Ritter with it after the play fake. Man open, here is Jones. Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Julio Jones. Touchdown. Julio Jones with now 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns. And the Falcons will add to their fourth-quarter lead. Extra point by Koo up and good. And these guys will take a 10-point lead. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Well, that last touchdown we just saw, what an important one. Now it's back to a 2-score deficit for this crew as they take the field here, and they are in desperate need of finding the end zone. Off the play fake. Here's Ryan. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. Disrupting that play and dropping him was Arnold Ebiketie. Well, on that one, they go with the play fake, CD, but I don't think anybody really was fooled. All eyes were fixated on the quarterback, and they got him to the ground.
And to run this play successfully, you've got to make sure that everyone is doing their part. You actually have to sell this play. You've got to sell the run action. Otherwise, why do you stop at the running back? You just run straight for the quarterback and put him on the ground.
First down, Houston.
On the counter, it's Walker. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37.
Nice satisfying run on first down for the offense, picking up 5, which means defensively, the thought process is entirely different. You don't want to panic, but at the same time, you're saying to each other, we've got to tighten this down. We can't give up gains like that.
Here comes second down at 5. Throwing now is Ryan. Throw out wide to Walker. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Ryan to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is caught inside the 5. Now first and goal. Walker will take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Fairbairn now to add the extra point. And the lead is down to a field goal now.
Makes the score Falcons 41, Texans 38. Kaimi Fairbairn to kick off for Houston.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Falcons take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And this game not quite in hand yet. We'll likely see all 3 timeouts defensively and then reassess where we are. A good game there on first down. That run will get them 7 up to the 32-yard line. Good gain there on first down. It keeps them in a running situation probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front. Good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively. They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
Well, touch and time are critical for those types of throws. He put a lot of zip on that one. Needed just a little bit more finesse trying to get it to his back.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Here's Ritter. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. Charles, normally when you see a group score this many points, it's a complete blowout. But instead, they needed every single one of those in this close, high-scoring affair.
And, Brandon, I'm still on the edge of my seat after that one because when you have that much scoring and it still comes down to a one-possession game at the end, that's not something we see very often. In this case, these offenses, they brought it. The defenses, they're going to need some work going forward.
So for Atlanta, they boost their record up to a strong 4-1, and they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for the Texans, they drop below 500 to 2-3 with a loss. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves.